Hello,
Okay.
my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime gal.
Is that how we're starting this?
Baby, my heart's on fire. Baby.
They ain't to lose me, and I had to lose me, and we don't know the words. Ashley, you got the next verse.
There's 2 verses? I don't know this song.
Guys, welcome to Real Awkward, the best damn
Well-
podcast you heard.
Today,
Today,
My name's Andy,
I'm Amanda.
I'm Ashley.
and we have decided to bring you on,
Bring
the listener.
thunder.
We've decided to bring you on so you can hear the most amazing episode we've ever had. Amanda, the floor is yours.
Wait, how do we know yet?
Well, lower your expectations.
Lowered expectations.
I have a question.
Yes.
I'm ready.
Which place? Who makes the
This is starting out great.
Okay.
Which place in the Okay.
Answers,
finish.
please.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, let's start over.
Okay.
Who has the best pizza?
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Pizza pie. Okay, wait. Before we start, can we
Okay.
have some common ground here? Are we basing this off of taste?
Personal preference.
Okay, so this could be I love the way they deliver. I love the sides that they provide.
Okay, so let's just say this. Here, okay, since I have to break it down apparently. You feel like pizza, and let's pretend that you live somewhere where you can have anybody delivered to your house. So it's not about the cost. It's not about like they don't deliver to my area. Like if you
Fair.
were gonna go have pizza and you could have it from anywhere, where are you gonna go?
Ashley, the floor is yours.
Okay. My first instinct is to say Costco. Because a fresh piece of
Mine too.
Costco pizza is the best.
It's so good.
But here's the problem. We've recently had several new pizza establishments.
Yes,
Fair.
we have.
We tried Marco's for the first time.
Yep.
We tried a local place called Romeo's for the first time. Both freaking delicious.
They really were.
And now I'm like, where does it end? Like, how many other amazing places
Oh,
are there?
and while we were traveling, like they had
Oh, what was that mushroom place in Tennessee?
Yes, we did a mushroom. We did mushrooms in Tennessee. But then also they had Godfather's pizzas.
Yes, at gas stations.
way.
Gas stations across the entire South Highway 40. The entire way from Vegas to South Carolina, there is Godfathers at all of the Love stations.
Wait, so it's not buffet?
No.
No, it's like pre-made, like single person pizzas.
But it's Godfather pizza recipes. Like, so it's Godfather's
What?
pizza, but like mini. And
They had the best cinnamon pizza.
Yeah. I had
I
like 4 of
missed
them.
that.
So
cinnamon pizza?
So in my work parking lot, across the parking lot, that's where the Godfather's Pizza used to be in town.
Yeah.
So like whenever we go, it's now like a Mexican, like family Mexican. So now whenever we go to Playa Bonita, we like, it's nice to like, I'm like, oh, this used to be the Godfathers. Like,
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
So we used to have one in like North, like in Cascade. And there was a couple things about Godfather's Pizza that was delicious. And what's funny is it wasn't even the pizza. The pizza was really good. But number one, they had the little cube ice, like the little tiny cube ice, whatever that's called. Crushed ice. Is that what it is?
like Sonic Ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they had potato wedges, like rounds. And oh my
don't
God,
remember
I would
that.
eat them all
Wait, were they
day
wedges or
long.
rounds?
Rounds.
Round potato wedges.
But wedges are not round.
No, a wedge is a wedge.
Potato-
A round
wedge
is
is
a
a wedge
round.
and a round is a round.
I said potato rounds. Round. Wedgie rounds.
you done screwed up.
I fucked up. I remember those things were wait, oh my God, I'm confusing Godfathers with something totally different. I was thinking Shakey's.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Izzy's.
No,
Oh.
but I used to eat the shit out of Izzy's. That sounds like a person. I used to eat out Izzy's all the time.
I think we went to Izzy's like once or twice. There was a Sizzler, I think, at like South Center Mall, that if we were ever down there, like that's where we would go.
To the Sizzler or the Izzy's?
I thought it was a Sizzler. Was it an Izzy's?
Wait,
What?
no. You said, wait. We used to go to Izzy's, and then we used to go
Hey,
down
wait,
the
what's
South
happening
Center
right
Mall,
now?
and it
There
was a
was
Sizzler, and it was delicious. And we're like, wait a minute, was it Sizzler?
Oh
or
wait, it was a
Izzy's?
Golden Corral. I'm just joking. I don't remember what it was. Truthfully, I really do not like a buffet.
Right.
So I don't know what it is. Like, I think it's because we used to go to the Golden Corral when we were kids. But like, I do not like a buffet. I don't care if it's like the best buffet on the planet. No thanks.
I don't prefer a buffet either, but Andy
Yeah.
begs to differ.
I like to go back for a bunch of different things and then eat too much and be uncomfortable, but then be like, at least I tried it all and the cheesecake.
I would rather have like 2 or 3 really good items than to have a slew of terribly cooked.
Yeah,
Food.
yeah, like, I'd rather have like a really good piece of meat and a side than like mediocre everything.
Right. I don't need
Like-
to have like Mexican and pizza and a salad and a
And a random egg
slice
roll.
of ham.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I remember going into a buffet though, and I was super uncomfortable as a kid going and asked the guy to cut my ham because I didn't know what to say. Because they'd be like,
Hey,
"Sir, what type
Can you
of
cut my
slice do you
hand,
want?"
please?
You just walk up, you're like, I want that.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
just go up to the hunk of meat and I'd be like, "That one," and they're like, "Which one?" And I'm like, "Don't make me say it. I don't know what they are."
I will say that when I was in Las Vegas last year, I did want to do like a Vegas buffet, like, because that's what everybody talks about is like they're so grand and they're so big. And truthfully, I was like, I want the fruit table and the dessert table, like,
Seriously, the best part of a buffet is the dessert at the end.
I agree.
yeah. And when we were there, all of them were still closed.
When
because
we were
of, you know,
when we were just there, we were going to go to the Rio buffet because that's the best one,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
it was
really?
still closed.
the buffets are still closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pandemic screwed up buffets.
Thanks, Obama.
Okay, wait. So your question was, what's your favorite pizza? And
What
we
did
went to
What
buffets.
was my question?
We went to buffets real fast. Okay, so I started talking about Godfathers, and we got on a thing. Ash
Yeah.
said
Costco.
Costco pizza is her jam, but is that number one? Like, if you're tearing it out, are you going Costco's your number one?
I think that Costco is the most consistent.
Okay.
So like even if
Yes.
I've had really good pizza at Domino's or Pizza Hut, like that's not my go-to because sometimes it's not good. But you go to
Well, what
Costco,
was-
it always tastes the same.
Well, it was like, okay, to me, like Sahara pizza is always the one that's like, one time it's so good.
Yes.
Oh my God.
That
And
first
then the
time
next
we had it, it
it's
was so
like,
good.
It's like, is there new employees or something? Like, this is not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it moved from delicious to cardboard within a couple weeks. I don't know what
It got
happened.
weird.
It got weird.
I know with Costco pizza, I do agree that it's tasty, but I want the cheese pizza with pepperoni on it because they do
Oh.
like 3-layer cheese on the cheese pizza, but
It's a
I
lot
like
of cheese.
pepperoni. So
Then what you should do, it wouldn't, well, see, it's hard. It wouldn't be exactly the same because it's the ovens. What, like, my mom, when we were kids, we always used to buy like the pre-made cheese pizza in the deli.
Yeah.
And then we'd go home and like we'd each get a big chunk of it to put whatever we want on it.
oh, I see. So you like build your own
But
at
it's
home.
not cooked in the same oven.
So your parents were like, "Hey, welcome to Papa Murphy's" before it was popular.
No, it was, hey, we're poor. Eat this pizza.
So I agree with Costco being tasty and consistent for sure. I would not say it's my number one though.
Then what is it?
I'm struggling in my head. I would tell you about 4 years ago, I would tell you Papa John's hands down. Because I thought Papa John's not only was their Did they have better ingredients? They had better pizza.
Did they have better pizza?
Honestly, Papa John's, their barbecue sauce is really good.
Yes.
They were the like originators of the buttery garlic dip
Yes.
that I have replaced with blood in my body.
Well, and that's just it, is that garlic butter it's a side, but it really makes the pizza sometimes. And
It makes that crust so good.
well, and their crust is soft and it's fluffy and it feels like it has some flavor, and their breadsticks are bomb. They're like huge turds of breadsticks.
Can we talk about
They
those
are.
terrible breadsticks? Pizza Hut.
So that's my thing.
It's
so
a
like
sheet of bread that they cut into slices.
Chris and I were talking about like Pizza Hut versus Domino's earlier.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, like as far as like because to me, pizza is like, I love pizza, so I'm not that picky. But like to me, like I like a side. And Domino's versus Pizza Hut's breadsticks, like the sides, trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like their breadsticks are like slightly caramelized styrofoam.
Yes.
Like bad.
Gross. It's so true. Yes, it's too crusty. I'm almost scared sometimes it's gonna cut the roof of my mouth. Like I'm biting
Oh yeah,
into
it's
Captain
hard.
Crunch.
It's like the top and bottom are like physically hard things,
Yeah.
and then the inside is just like fluffy air.
You might as well just eat the box that it comes in.
Yes.
Yes.
I do agree, but Pizza Hut as an actual pizza is not bad. I don't mind their pizza.
The problem with Pizza Hut, the flavor's fine. The crust is so thick, it's
Yeah.
like half the pizza.
Yeah.
So you have like no toppings.
Yeah. I do not like Pizza Hut's regular pizza. Like, I think their stuffed crust is great, and then I think their pan pizza is decent, but like their regular old pizza, I'm like, oh, no thanks. Like,
Yeah.
I'll take a hot and ready Little Caesars.
Yeah,
Like,
well, I was going to say that Pizza Hut back in the day was like, that was the shit, dude. They promoted that everywhere.
Yeah.
Every kid wanted to go to Pizza Hut for your birthday
Yeah.
party. But now...
If you read books in summer, you got free Pizza Hut.
Yeah, Pizza Hut
Why are they not
coupons.
bringing that back?
But now Pizza Hut, they were the king of the stuffed crust, right? They started stuffed crust, if I'm
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
mistaken. And the moment that Little Caesars started that stuffed crust, Pizza Hut was a distant memory for me. I didn't eat
Little
Pizza
Caesars
Hut anymore.
stuffed crust is so
It's
good.
delicious.
It's like they got the right softness. Their crust is like, it's just like
It's a
little,
crazy bread.
Yes, it's like, but it's also like a blanket for the stuffed cheese. Like, it's not too much bread before you get into the cheese. And sometimes when it's fresh and it's gooey, it's so tasty. The problem sometimes with Little Caesars is it can be too greasy. Like sometimes like it like goes through the box how greasy it is. Like if you get like
Yeah.
a most bestest pepperoni, that one will
See-
literally go through the box.
Hey, can I just say, Little Caesars needs to stop this like marketing push where they're like, get yourself a pepperoni pizza with more pepperoni. And then you can get a pepperoni pizza with stuffed crust with pepperoni in the crust. And then you can get another version of pepperoni pizza where it's like a thicker crust. And then it's a square
And shaped as
crust.
a Batman.
And it's a Batman. Did you say
Yeah.
Batman crust?
Yeah, do you remember that?
Yes.
It was like we bought it at work, and I like, dude, I'm sorry, I'm in my 30s. I'm not saying these stupid names that you have for your food. Like, can I have the Batman pizza, please? You mean the extra Maloney calzone Ferroni? Like, no.
It's like they're all just different versions of pepperoni pizza.
Yes, like, no, ma'am. I want a pepperoni pizza. If I wanted it shaped as a Batman, I would ask for it. Like,
I want to come in and type in my code and pay $6 for
Yep.
a dang pepperoni pizza.
Yeah. Yes, I want the $6 piece of pizza that I know what I'm getting every time because it's a $6 fucking pizza. I don't need to call it some crazy shit.
Yeah, Little Caesars gained their popularity off of the price point. Because for a long time,
Yeah.
it's $5. Get yourself a pepperoni pizza, not take and bake. What was it called? Hot and ready.
Hot and ready.
Hot and ready.
Hot and ready. And they used to be in the Kmarts, and I was really excited because you'd go into Kmart.
But they
and I was
weren't
like, Mom, can we
okay.
get Little
Yeah, but like
Caesars?
Little Caesars when they were in Kmart,
Yeah.
is like a shell of what it is now. Like
Right.
it was in Kmart. It was like the pre-made like pizzas, but we always had the crazy bread. And then because I think that was how they were able to stay in business for so long was the fucking crazy
The
bread.
crazy bread is deliciously crazy.
Oh my god! And then they like died, and
Yeah.
then somebody brought them back.
Yeah.
And that was like my first job, like first real job was like a Little Caesars, and so like they got brought back, and then they came right out the gate. They were doing the hot and ready.
Honestly,
and
hot and ready was the
when-
smartest thing. Like, what's better than a pizza you don't even have to wait for?
you don't even have to cook.
Yeah.
Like, cause like Papa Murphy's always had like a pizza or two when I was a kid, like made and available, like a cheese or whatever.
Yeah.
But you had to go home and cook that.
Yeah, you weren't getting it
Like-
right away. Yeah.
$6, like a large pizza, like that can feed a couple people.
Yeah.
Like, and it was such a good deal. And it was like, I think they were able to like catch on so fast because I think a lot of schools and stuff started like bulk ordering from them that way. But I remember, so now their menu is like all fucking crazy. But when I worked there when I was a kid, they had crazy bread, Italian cheese bread, and pizza. Like that was it.
Yeah, I remember that because even the signs in the stores still only say that stuff. Like
and
the actual embossed signs that are on there, old signs. That's all they list are those three things.
And then they have like extra signage for all these new things they have. But like, I remember when I was working there, they were like about to unroll like the pan pizza. Like, so yeah, really early on, it was super basic. And I think that's how they were able to keep it cheap.
Yeah.
well, because Caesars was $5 for the long time, and then it moved to $6. Right? They had to up it.
Yeah, I
At
think
the
It
hot
was
and ready.
$5,
It's like
and then it was like
regionally, too,
$5.55.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. Yeah, because they did. No, you're right. It was $5, and then $5.55, and then $6, and now
That
is
was like
it?
$6.99.
Yeah, I think it's almost
Yeah.
$7 now. But I mean, even that $14 for two
Dude,
large
some
pizzas.
pizza places, you're paying like $25 for a pizza.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm sorry. Like, I remember one day I don't remember what I was looking at, but like, it's wild to me that they can sell that they do sell these pizzas for this cheap because
Right.
you know
Do-
they're not making them for.
Do people actually buy
$25.
pizza without using a coupon? Because I go broke.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I've ever bought a pizza without using a coupon,
Well,
aside from Little Caesars.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
we actually went to Pizza Hut and at their sit down, in Smoky Point, and I remember I think it was like $63 for like a couple pizzas, which literally makes each pizza $30 or more.
Yeah.
Which
if you
is-
get more than one topping, you're SOL.
That's ridiculous, but you can get a couple takeout at Pizza Hut for $14. And then Papa Murphy's is over
you
here.
mean Little
hey,
Caesars?
our pizzas cost $75 each, and you have to go home and cook it.
Yes. Dude, Papa Murphy's, unless I have a coupon or something, I cannot order from them.
Yeah.
Like, I can't.
Yeah, it's too much. I know their Tuesday deal was a good deal for a while because it was like, I think it was $9.99 pizzas. Then that moved to $12.99. Now I think it's $14.99 with inflation. Stupid pizzas.
Yeah, it's crazy. And like, yeah, it's just wild to me. Well, and then you have Domino's, they were popular, and then they like totally had a rebrand where they were like, yeah, we knew our pizza was shit. We redid
Yeah,
it.
they were dogging on
And-
themselves.
You're right. Their
Like,
that
branding.
was the strangest marketing.
It was weird.
Well, and then they went. Now they have the deal where it's like the carry out deals, like $6.99 or $5.99. $5.99, I think it is, if you carry it out. And it's like you can get a bunch of medium pizzas where it's maybe not as big of a pizza, but it's a good pizza. It's good.
yeah.
For $5.99, it's crazy to me how they're able to do this.
Well, wait. What did I say? Oh, Papa John's. I said 4 years ago it would have been Papa John's, but
sorry.
about 4 years ago, Domino's changed the way they made their pizza. If you guys remember, Domino's for the longest time when they were kind of going downhill, there was no flavor to the crust. It was kind of hard. There wasn't a lot of sauce. I remember the cheese was limited. The toppings were lame. And like a lot of people were like, man, Domino's is not good. And they rebranded and they started doing a buttery garlic crust for a while. And then they started their pan pizza. And when they started their pan pizza, Ash and I both at that moment would have told you that was the best pizza that we had
their
had.
honestly,
pan's delicious.
their pan pizza's so good.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people miss it because they want the extra large pizzas because it only comes in
Medium.
medium.
Yeah.
But the pan
Yeah.
pizza has the perfect crust. The toppings are delicious. It cooks just right. So I would say that right now my favorite pizza is straight up Domino's, but a pan pizza. That's where I'm sitting on my favorite
Yeah.
pizza.
Well, that's kind of where I was gonna go with this. Was like, because basically, like, pizza places, they essentially, to me, it's like they have a regular pizza, they have a pan, and then they have like the something else.
Yeah,
like
the
or the
Detroit
bread, right?
style.
Or like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I was gonna ask, like, who do you think makes the best pizza, and who makes the best pan pizza?
Oh, well,
Well, there you go. We
yeah.
tried to order a pan pizza from like just a local restaurant
Oh,
in
yeah,
Arizona when we were in
right. I remember
Arizona. And we were like, we'll take a pan pizza. She goes, that will be 45 minutes. And we
were
said,
like-
never mind. Give us the thin crust.
And then we regretted the thin crust. And
Yeah,
I've never
yeah.
been that. So anybody that listens to us on the East Coast, I'm so sorry if you're a huge thin crust New York style fan, but I think that pizza is dog shit.
Is that the New York
But
style?
hold on a
Is thin?
second.
Yeah.
New York style pizza is not thin crust pizza.
It's
like,
just big, right?
thin
Just big
crust pizza
slices.
is like the cracker almost pizza.
Yeah.
Like, New York pizza is like a thinner version of Costco pizza. Like,
Right.
it's
gotta
only
droop
thin.
a little bit, Kay?
Yeah, like New York pizza it's just thin pizza, but it's not a thin crust pizza.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
thin. It's not like crispy.
No,
I think there's a
Yeah.
distinction there because you can have a thin crust pizza, but it's still soft dough. And then you can have
Well-
like a crispy, like a delight from Papa Murphy's, which used to be like just a crispy ass
It's a cracker.
crust. Yeah, like
Yeah.
a cracker, like Amanda said.
Well, like, okay, so Mod Pizza, I remember we used to go back in the day, and I was kind of like meh on Mod Pizza because I think they've made their crust thicker because it used to be like a freaking cracker, and
Yeah.
I was not a fan. And so I used to get like the double dough, and then it was like just wild. But I think that they have increased the dough size because I like Mod Pizza now.
Yeah.
Well, because now you
it's
pay
not-
$10 a pizza instead of $6. So
Dude, and that's the thing is like Mod Pizza. I haven't gone in a while, but it's nice because like it's a different kind of vibe. Like
Yeah.
but I like that it's like Subway for pizza.
Yeah. I agree.
And they don't charge me per topping.
Right.
But I can get a bigger pizza for $6.50. Like
yeah.
right.
Yeah, I'm with Amanda. I always used to do the Mega Mod because I wanted that like fluffier, doughier crust feel. I'm not a fan of just the thin crust stuff. And I remember having Mod the first time, and I was like, man, this crust like, and sometimes they burn it because it's wood fire.
Yeah.
And if the guy running that wood fire is not doing a good job, you come back, not only is the crust bubbling up, but it loses all of its toppings because it falls off the side and it's burnt on the bottom. And I'm like, this is a sad day, Mr. Mod.
But it's got all the
This is
toppings you want.
It does. Yeah. But I would say
Yeah.
Mod is a good value. Still, I think is a good value.
Is it though?
Well, maybe it used to be at $6.42 and now you're right. I
It
think
was
it's like
literally
10.
$6 for as many toppings as you want, and we're
Right.
like, wow, what a deal for a personal pizza. And now it's literally like $10.
Well, that's what happens to companies,
Yep.
though. They come in hot
They
because
gotcha.
they're cheap. Everybody flocks to it, and then they start to raise their prices, and then you slowly back up. And you're like, wait a minute, I was in the thick of it. I need to back up a little bit. So
Yeah.
funny enough, we said that we love the pan pizza from Domino's. I actually think that is Izzy's pizza. The way Izzy's does their pizza is they're all pan pizzas. With the toppings. And I remember really liking Izzy's pizza,
Yeah.
like buffet style.
Yeah.
It was always ready.
have you ever had like Chicago deep dish?
From Izzy's?
No, I'm just talking like in life.
Okay, so
Like
wait, so
obviously
there's a
not
deep
in
dish.
Chicago, okay?
There is deep dish, but then there's also Chicago style. One is like stuffed and one is like a deep pan.
So Chicago style deep dish pizza is where the sauce is on top.
Oh, I thought that was Detroit style.
No, Detroit style is Little Caesars pan pizza.
And what's the difference?
Did you not hear what I said? So Chicago style deep dish pizza.
Did you not hear what I said? You son of a bitch.
Chicago style deep dish pizza, where you have like this, like almost like a big cake pan almost. So you have the dough, but it's like laid in there like a pie crust, right?
Yeah.
So then they put cheese, and then they put like meat, and then maybe some veggies and stuff, and then the sauce goes on top.
Yes, because no, not true, because Little Caesars had a deep dish, but that was not like that. It wasn't sauce
Right,
on
that's
top.
what I'm saying. So that with the sauce on top is Chicago style deep dish.
Oh, okay.
The type of pan pizza that Little Caesars has, where it's like a butter rubbed like deep dish with
Yeah.
like the cheese on the side and stuff, I'm almost positive that's Detroit style.
I didn't even know Detroit had a style until they marketed it that way. Ash is frantically looking to see what the difference is between Chicago and
I have
Detroit.
found, so she's right about Detroit. That's like the Little Caesars deep dish.
Okay.
It's just like
baby.
basically in like a cake pan.
Yeah.
I cannot find anything, although the pictures appear as if the sauce is on top. I can't find anything that says that Chicago style has the sauce on top.
No, I think she's right, because when we were at when I worked Papa Murphy's, a Chicago style was a stuffed pizza, but then we also put sauce and cheese on top again.
Yeah, and that was way too much. You had to
Okay,
eat that with
hold
a
on a
fork.
second.
Yeah.
So I just Googled what's in a traditional Chicago deep dish pizza. Okay, so before hitting the oven, a layer of sliced mozzarella is covered with vegetables and meats, typically Italian sausage, then topped with a sweet layer of crushed tomatoes. So like sauce.
Okay.
The inverted layers prevent the cheese from burning, while the meat, vegetable sauce, and crust marry their flavors.
Interesting. So, with that said, though, was your point that it's delicious?
I mean, it was just that I was just asking if you guys have had it.
I've never had it.
But it's good. It reminds me more of like a calzone.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
And a calzone was kind of like the stuffed pizzas at Papa Murphy's too. It was just half of it.
Well, a
So-
calzone is usually like no crust, all filling in a hot pocket.
Yeah.
And then usually you like dip it in marinara.
Hot pocket.
Diarrhea pocket.
Yes. So we talked Papa John's. Did Amanda say what her favorite was yet?
Have you asked her?
No, because
Okay,
She
so
was-
hold on.
she
a
was
This is
with
Andy's
you.
roundabout
So-
way of listing every pizza place
No, no,
without
no.
giving an actual answer.
No. I already gave an answer.
Domino's pan pizza.
Domino's
Has
pan
the best
pizza. Yeah.
pan.
Okay.
But
So I have like classifications because you know how much I love pizza. Okay, best like large pizza, Costco. Duh.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
so good.
I agree.
I think that Domino's has the best bread, like Parmesan bites,
Yeah.
like cinnamon twists, like all that stuff. I think they
Yeah.
have the best bread. I think best deep dish, Little Caesars. It's so freaking good.
Yeah.
That like deep dish pizza is so good. I think the best like restaurant for pizza is The Rock.
Oh, I forgot
The
about The
Rock.
Rock because they've got some delicious flavor combinations in there.
Mm-hmm.
But it feels very home style with The Rock.
Yeah, it's like the wood fire.
Yeah.
I used to get this white pizza with like pepper bacon on it.
Oh yeah. That's
And-
the
Bad to the bone.
bad to the bone.
Yeah, like I felt like they kind of like got a little fancy with pizza, but not bougie fancy.
No. They did
know what
get
I mean?
bougie. Oh no, never mind. That was a different pizza we had. Our friend ordered one with arugula on it from Sahara,
No,
right?
that was The Rock.
It was The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, arugula, and it was like just chewing cud. It was not good.
Yeah. But The Rock also has incredible drinks.
Oh, we know that when Amanda gets sassy.
Yeah.
Yes.
But The Rock
Had
is
another-
local, right? To Washington, Amanda? Or is
Oh,
it?
I don't know.
I don't think that's literally what I'm looking up.
Yeah. Because I don't know if anybody else who's listening has pizza places like that. But there is some pizza places that Washington never had. They didn't have Cece's, right?
Cece's was the place the commercials used to have macaroni and cheese pizza.
Ooh, I wonder if that'd be any good though.
Well, I mean, it's like carbs on carbs, so it's like a pasta bread bowl. So
One thing I respect from Papa Murphy's is even though you have to bake it yourself, they used to have a lot of options. There was like their gourmet chicken garlic, right? Which was like the garlic and the
That's
ranch
so
sauce,
good.
which
That is so
wasn't
good.
common when they first started it. Then they also had the chili Thai pizza, which is also freaking delicious. Then they
I've
also
never
had their KC Masterpiece barbecue chicken pizza, which was delicious. And then on top of that, they had their hamburger pizza, which was literally like a cheeseburger. And then they also had their taco pizza, which had like a taco like
I love
flavoring
taco
and
pizza.
sauce on it. But I'm just saying, like, they tried a lot of different things, which always made it kind of unique. But then none of that stuff ever comes out of Domino's, Pizza Hut,
Yeah.
Little Caesars. They just stick with their pepperoni, cheese, Hawaiian, and meat.
Well, remember in the
Like-
Midwest, like our friend made us try hamburger pizza,
Yeah, right.
and it's like hamburger toppings, like hamburger and like pickles, and
oh, right.
Remember?
Yep. I do remember that.
apparently that's a thing.
I would try it,
Yeah.
but it sounds odd.
No,
like
pickles
the
don't
idea
sound
of
right.
having like cold condiments on a pizza sounds weird to me. But
Unless
I get why it would work.
I agree. I was going to say unless it's pineapple, but they normally cook the pineapple so it's warm. Because that'd be weird if
Yeah.
it was cold pineapple. But then again, I'm a guy that eats applesauce with pizza, so I can't really talk.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is cold.
There's a local chain in Washington called Alfie's.
Oh, right.
And
Yep.
they
don't like
have
their pizza.
a taco pizza, and like that was where you went growing up, because if you ordered pizza before 12 it was half off. So we would always get Alfie's, and it didn't have any red sauce, so it's like the sauce on the pizza was refried beans, and then it had cheese, and then it had just like beef on it, and then it was cooked in the oven, and then when it came out of the oven they would put shredded lettuce and like tortilla chips all over it.
Whoa.
It was gross.
I was going to say, as you're describing
I thought you were
it,
like amping this up, and then you were like, bleh.
as you're describing it, I'm
No.
like, that's the problem though, is like pizza crust with that stuff feels like it's not right.
I
Maybe,
don't
but
know.
I like-
It was honestly bonkers.
Yeah.
I like a taco omelet.
Or
like
a
that
pita.
seems weird, right?
You could put
But-
taco stuff in a pita and I eat it, which is kind of the same thing.
Yeah, but I mean, but like a taco omelet to me, like would have like melted cheese, some salt, like some taco meat, and then sour cream on that. Makes sense. But like the hot with the cold and crunchy and then bread was like, this is weird.
I would say growing up, I was always a pepperoni or Hawaiian kid. In my 20s, I went to meat pizza. I always just wanted meat, any type of meat. Give me salami and ham and
Get rid of those
beef
vegetables.
and sausage. Yeah, no veggies. Now, I mean, granted, we've been eating a lot of just straight pan pizza, but that chili Thai stuff used to be really good to me. Like, I liked that type of flavor.
Yeah.
And we're growing more and more to love spice, where I didn't before. So, and obviously now that we live out here, Amanda, frickin' spice everything. Everything's spicy.
I'm not gonna do well.
It's all spicy. It's all spicy. Why is it spicy?
I know for me, like, I'll always try some new flavor, whatever, of pizza. But like 9 times out of 10, I just want a cheese pizza. Like,
Just cheese.
I don't know. I think it's good. I like toppings and stuff, but I think I'm just like, cheese, pepperoni, whatever. I don't need anything crazy.
Speaking of cheese, Andy prefers that his pizza sits a little bit so it coagulates.
Yep. Yep.
I
That's the
like
best
mine to
pizza.
be warm and like stringy.
Nope. I want to bite into my pizza like I would a piece of cake.
That sounds so, like thick, room temperature
I-
cheese just sounds awful.
It's
I
so
really love, like, hot pizza is like, oh my God. There's like I don't know. I get both sides. Like, I get it. Like,
I don't discriminate against my melted cheese.
There's-
yeah, well, like, I
yeah.
love the hot melty cheese part, but then I do kind of enjoy room temperature pizza.
Yeah, like if I seriously, the best slice of pizza to me is Hawaiian style, left out for about 20 minutes from Little Caesars, and the cheese is like, it's hardened. It's kind of cold on the pineapple, but it's still slightly warm on the pizza crust. I will eat that all day. I don't know why, but I like that way more.
If I'm going to eat Hawaiian pizza, it's got to be like hot.
Really? I think I like it because I like
the minute the
cold
ham
pineapple.
gets cold,
Yeah.
I can't do it.
What do you think?
I only like eating it that way because all of the toppings don't fall off, and so you can walk around with it, and
They
it's
get locked
convenient.
in.
Fair, get locked in.
That's true.
But seriously, hot, fresh pizza. I don't care if it burns the roof of my mouth. I want hot pizza.
So how do
Yeah.
you guys feel? I know we talked about restaurants, and I don't think we missed a whole lot, at least from where we were from. But what do you guys think about frozen pizza? What's your go-to? You go down that frozen aisle. What are you grabbing?
Yeah. See, I think Kroger makes the best
Really?
frozen pizza.
I don't think I've ever had a Kroger frozen pizza.
Do we even have Kroger here now?
Oh, really?
Yeah. No Fred Meyer's, no Kroger here.
So I normally, if I'm going to get a frozen pizza, I'll buy like a Tombstone or like something basic.
Oh, I've always hated Tombstone. Seems
cardboard.
bland. You like Tombstone?
Yeah, I think they're just, like, I just mean like, the Red Baron kind of basic. The Costco
just gonna- I was just
brand-
gonna
and then
say-
she says Red Baron.
Red Baron has got to be the worst frozen pizza.
they're rough. Like Tony's pizzas aren't great. I
Oh,
think Red
Tony-
Baron's better than Tony's.
Tony's was always dude. That's budget. Tony's has always been budget.
No,
pizza.
Tostitos is budget.
Oh my god, those are the best.
Okay.
But they're good. The
Dude, Andy makes
Tostitos
his
is
in
like
the microwave.
Yeah, dude, I do it wrong.
okay.
I do it
No,
in the
that's
microwave and I
disgusting.
roll it up like a burrito.
It literally says on the box, "Do not microwave."
And it's so
See,
good. It's so
I think
good.
Tostitos, when they're cooked in the oven and they get kind of crispy on the bottom, those are good.
Yeah, they are good that way too. Yeah.
Tony's, yeah, dude, it's cardboard. But so I just like wanted frozen pizza, and Chris was ordering stuff from Fred Meyer, and we got the self-rising pizza. So like the freshetta, like DiGiorno
Freshetta's
kind of
awful.
thing.
I'm sorry.
But-
That's
Why
my
are you listing all the terrible pizzas?
No. I'm giving examples.
okay.
I don't
okay.
know why. That's just what he ordered. But the Kroger one is like a really good balance of like bread, and there's a ton of sauce, and there's just a shit ton of cheese and toppings. That I'm like, okay, this is like the best grocery store frozen pizza.
All right.
I want to try it. I do know when I was a kid. I think I was 4 or 5.
It was
Trying to remember.
1988.
It was 1988. At daycare, I think she bought Safeway straight, like out of the deli cardboard pizza, and for some reason
The
tasted
crust on those is always the worst.
so good as a kid.
What
and
crust?
Now I wanted to eat it, and I bought one. And I was like, "Oh, this will taste like childhood," and it did not. It tasted disgusting. But she always used to cook it on aluminum foil. And I never used to do that, but it's so that it would stay soft for the kids and not too hard.
Growing up, we never cooked the pizza like on the rack. It was
Oh no,
always
you
on
had to put it in
cookie
the
sheet.
pan. I don't put the pizza on the rack.
Do
That's
you
how we do
always-
it now.
You always do a cookie sheet, Amanda?
Well, okay, so I have a pizza pan.
I'm fancy.
I love pizza. It's a round cookie sheet with holes in it, so like
Yeah, right.
the
And maybe
air
that's
can
why I
get through.
stopped because I never had a cookie sheet that fit a pizza.
Yeah, that's fair.
So now I just do it on the rack. But
I tried to cook it on a stone once that you just put in the oven, and I remember it stuck so bad to the stone, I
think we
never
threw
did
it
it again.
away.
I think we threw the stone away. I was like, "There's supposed to be wood fire, and there's bullshit."
We used to have a pizza stone in the oven, and I still was like, I'm gonna get a pan. Like,
I to this day will still. I go down the frozen aisle. It's DiGiorno every single time,
Yeah.
and it's stuffed crust DiGiorno.
I'm cheap. So when it comes to like frozen pizza, I'm probably just gonna buy grocery store name brand or we buy the Costco ones, like the 5-pack or 4 or 5-pack of frozen pizzas.
Yeah.
They're not great. Like, but they're good enough.
honestly,
No,
like
Costco's
it's
better quality.
the
than-
DiGiorno's, like Andy always wants to grab them, which is
Yeah.
fine because I don't mind having them like in the house if we just want to throw something in. But
Yeah.
I'm like, it's like $10 for DiGiorno pizza.
Yeah.
I can go get a pizza at Little Caesars
Cooked
for cheaper than that.
and bigger.
Why would I not?
Well, and that's
Double the size, I think.
no,
right?
that's my main issue with a lot of frozen pizzas is like if I'm buying a frozen pizza, I'm not knocking frozen pizza at all. Like we literally make at least one a week. But like I'm making this because I don't want to go buy a pizza.
Exactly.
So
Right.
like $4 or $5 is like my limit.
Right.
Like, and so to me, it's like whatever one's kind of right around, I don't know why, but like $3.50, like whatever frozen
Anybody,
pizza is
anybody.
$3.50, that's the pizza we're having.
So wait, that's pizza. Do Hot Pockets count, or is
No.
that different?
No.
No, okay, Hot Pocket is its own category entirely.
Okay, or
Andy, you
That's
need
fair.
to go back to the Hot Pockets episode.
wait, or like that French bread pizza. Does that count? Remember they used to. I think it was Red Baron. They used to
It's
have
Red Baron
Yeah,
because
it was
they have a garlic bread one, and
Yeah.
I get it sometimes.
Yeah, see, I think that type of stuff is tasty, but Ash has never been a garlic fan, so she doesn't really care
Yeah,
as
not a
much
garlic
when
lover.
it's garlicky. But sometimes you slap that garlic on it, and I'm like, I will eat this all day. Oh, you know who has really, really good effing pizza? PJ Fresh at Pilot.
I'll have you know that as Andy was saying that, his eyes were closed. Like he was so into what he was just about to say. But
Okay,
yes,
so
I agree.
Do they have pilots over there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
but
So
it's probably,
PJ Fresh,
Godfather.
that pizza is pretty good, but it has to be fresh. Like it can't be. I
What?
know they warm it
They
up,
stick
but
it
like
back in the oven for you.
Oh, okay. I have
Yeah.
a story time real fast. This was really funny. So I like my pizza coagulated, right? I don't like it super hot and fresh. I literally got into an argument with the lady because it's under the heat lamps. It's ready to go. It's coagulated. It looks delicious. And I go, I'd like a slice, please. And she goes, sir, I need to put that back in the oven. I said, no, you do not. No, you do not. That looks delicious. I want it just like that. It's against our policy. It's not done cooking. I'm like, wait a minute. It's not done cooking, but you have it under the heat lamp ready to serve? Yeah, sorry, sir. We need to make sure that it's done cooking and then you can have it. And I said,
I think the only thing they do to it is they brush like a garlic powder butter on
Yeah.
it and then put it in the oven.
which, funny enough, this lady, dude, she was going to die on this hill. She was not letting me have that pizza until whatever. And I go to someone else and I go, like the next day, and they're like, yeah, man, you can just have it off the rack. It's totally fine. And I'm like, what was this lady's deal? What do you mean it's not done cooking?
She
In
didn't
my
like
head,
you.
I imagine that like there's this push-pull of the pizza and eventually it ends up on someone's face. But it's okay because the
I
cheese
wa-
is coagulated.
Yes, because it's fine.
Yes.
I just remember I was so pissed. I was so effing pissed. I was like, that's how I like my pizza. You're going to cook it. It'll be way too hot. I won't want to eat it. And then I have to wait 15 minutes. That is all. That is all.
Womp womp.
I know.
Die on
They,
that hill.
I haven't been over there in a long time, but their pizza I think is fine. It's fine. It's like a huge piece of crust, so I like that they put like the garlic butter
Yeah.
stuff on it.
Well, they braid
but-
it. They braid the crust.
Yeah, well they have a breakfast pizza sometimes if you
Oh.
go in the mornings, and it's got like sausage and stuff on it, and it's like there's like egg on it.
Yeah, no, I
And-
had that pizza, and you want to know what's funny? When you don't know that that's the breakfast pizza and you think you're getting a Hawaiian and you bite into it and you're really confused, that's what happens.
That sounds horrible because that's like a creamy. It's like almost like a sausage and biscuits,
It is,
like
dude.
and
It's like
gravy
eating
thing.
biscuits and gravy with freaking
Yeah.
eggs. And I was like, Hawaiian. And I was like, the Hawaiian's gone bad.
Pineapple.
So gross.
That would be weird. I like expecting ham and pineapple and getting biscuits and gravy would
Yeah.
be like, ugh.
It's turned rancid.
Oh God.
Nasty. Ladies, final thoughts here on the pizza conundrum of 2022. Ash says Costco. Right? That's your favorite. That was your top
Oh, I
tier.
thought I got some final words on just pizza in general.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Pineapple forever.
I feel like being a West Coaster and then you move to the East Coast, you're going to get shit for
Kick
that.
me out of your house. I don't
All the
care.
time.
I
Everyone
will.
will be
I
like-
will leave your house and go get a can of pineapple to put on my pizza.
Yep.
You know what? Pineapple on a pizza isn't any weirder than dipping it in applesauce. So,
I mean, that's pretty
what are you
weird,
gonna do?
But seriously,
Yeah.
if I get a one topping pizza, if I only get one choice, it is a pineapple pizza.
Yep.
Really?
Yes.
Yep. She loves
What
her
about you,
pineapple.
Andy? One topping.
A single topping sausage. I'll probably go sausage every time. Yep. I like the whole sausage.
You're up.
Asia. Oh, I thought we were just doing continents.
One topping for the rest of your life.
Pepperoni.
Ah.
Fair enough. You can't
I
go
was
wrong.
thinking. I was gonna say bacon.
Oh, that's good.
Because I like bacon on a pizza, but I like bacon on a pizza with like a white sauce, because
Yeah.
then like the fat kind of offsets that.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to be like, well, if it's this thing, it's this. But truthfully, I almost said extra cheese.
Oh, but that's good too.
That's what I was
don't mind
expecting
extra
you to
cheese.
say.
I just have to say this before we close this out. If you guys are sleeping on 7-Eleven pizza, go now. It is delicious. I don't know how they do
Hold
it.
on now. Hold on. I have thoughts on 7-Eleven
Tell me,
pizza
tell
as
me.
well.
Let's close it out.
This,
What's your
this
thoughts?
episode's going to be an hour and a half long.
Yeah, I
If
know.
you thought this would be the end, people.
I just have lots of thoughts
Hold
on pizza
on.
in general. But I am gonna get a pizza tattoo. That is like something that's happening.
I
I
love
love pizza. I actually wish like I had an extra finger so I could just write like pizza life. But like I don't want to be like
No, just spell it with one Z.
pizza life. I
Pizza
love
life.
Italy.
Remy calls it pezza, and it's really cute.
Pizza. What was I saying?
7-Eleven, you have thoughts on it.
Oh, right. Snap me back. So 7-Eleven pizza, if you are like, if they make it for you and it is like fresh out of their little microwave
Yep.
thing, it is incredible.
No, I agree with her. She's right, dude. You make it in their little
If it is
microwave.
fresh out of the microwave.
It is good. But if it doesn't come straight out of that microwave, if it's been sitting for 30 seconds, it's trash.
It does.
Like-
I think their heat lamps are too hot or something. Because
I don't know. Well, it's all the 7-Elevens. But like, I was there once, and like the guy, I was like, "Oh, I'll get pizza," and he was like, "Yeah, I'm just making it now. I'll get it for you." And I was like, "This has no right to be this good."
I know. I
And
agree.
then so the next time I went, I was like, "Oh, can I get a pizza, please?" And it was like shoe leather. Like it was like, this is dry and
Yeah.
hard, and what I expect out of 7-Eleven pizza.
Actually, after we're done with this podcast, I'm going to go to 7-Eleven and get a slice of pizza.
Actually, when we're
you
done
are.
with this podcast, I have leftover Domino's downstairs.
I love it.
You know what I got? Pasta bread bowl, baby.
Ooh. I've never really got the pasta in like at restaurants. Like they always are like, "Hey, get the pizza and pasta."
It's
and I'm like,
because
nope.
it's a quick, easy one that you can throw through the oven.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I get why they added it, but no pizza place needs frickin' pasta.
Yeah, get out of here. I mean,
I
I
need both.
I
We
get like an
were-
Italian restaurant, but like if it's takeout, get out of the pasta business.
We were watching some YouTube video and they were like, "Oh, the pasta bread bowl," and I was like, "I didn't know they still made that." And I literally had it like one time, and I was like, "I can't eat this again." So I was in there, and the girl was like, "Yeah, pasta bread bowl," and I was like, "Do you guys still make it?" And apparently, the Domino's that's next to my work was like, "Yeah, I think we're one of the only places that still does." And I was like, So-
mental notes.
That's way too many carbs.
"Tonight for dinner, we got a pasta bread bowl."
Got to carb up.
Got a carbo load for my run.
Amanda, thank you so much for such an intriguing pizza question.
You know, sure.
Incredible. Now I'll just delete this episode.
Sure. I mean, like all the others.
I'm
want
sad
pizza.
inside. What are you singing over there?
P-I-Z-Z-A. Give me pizza. It's like a Mary-Kate and Ashley sleepover musical.
P-I-Z-Z-E-A.
Hey, Amanda,
I know what it is.
where can people find us so they can tell us their favorite pizza?
Okay, so come tell me where your favorite pizza is at our Instagram at Relacqua Podcast. Because legitimately, if there's a really good pizza place, especially in Washington, I need to know about it. Or, you know, hey, go fund me to eat pizza. I'll do it.
We will accept gift cards too.
Pizza places. Yeah, so that's how you do that.
Awesome. And then if people wanted to support, how can they do that?
Head over to our Patreon, patreon.com/realawkwardpodcast. Become a Real Awkward Rube for $3 a month. Get you exclusive episodes and such as other stuff.
And such as maps. We'll send
Other
maps.
stuff such as maps.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for listening to our pizza podcast. We'll catch you on the next episode of the Real Awkward Podcast.
Bye-bye.
Bye.